you can count on us. This is First Alert Weather Now.
First Alert meteorologist Michael Amanko with you here. We're taking a look at the Cameron University Tower Cam in Lawton, seeing mostly sunny to partly cloudy skies at this moment. Not too bad out there, although temperatures will be a lot warmer today than we were for the past couple of days. And speaking of temperatures, we're already in the mid to upper 60s and lower 70s across the area. 66 at the airport, down to 70 degrees already in Wichita Falls, 73 in Vernon, 72 in Chickasha, 70 in Elk City and in Hobart. 66 in Jacksboro and 65 in Waurika. Looking at your 24-hour temperature change, we're about a good 10 to 13 degrees warmer than we were this time yesterday. We're looking at our relative humidity values, not too bad across the area, a little bit more higher across our eastern counties. And again, the relative humidity values, we're just analyzing the surface moisture. We do have a lot more mid-level moisture in the mid to upper levels. In the mid levels of the atmosphere at this point. And we're seeing winds really starting to pick up out of the south and southwest, anywhere between 10 to 20 miles per hour. And we're currently seeing a few wind gusts up to 20 in Hobart, 25 mile per hour wind gusts in Anadarko, and a 23 mile per hour wind gust currently in Wichita Falls. We're waiting on a front that's actually not stationary. The surface map is a little bit delayed, but we're having a surface front that will move through as we get into the afternoon and evening hours, along with an mid to upper level shortwave, and that's going to spark some isolated to widely scattered showers and storms as we go into this evening. About a 40% chance of that happening. And we're also tracking a shortwave that's actually going to break off from this piece of energy with this main low that's spinning there in the Gulf of Alaska. That wave is already moving into the Pacific Northwest. It will be in the Central Plains going into your tomorrow, mainly on your Saturday evening, going into your Sunday morning, sparking additional storm chances. So looking at today, though, a slight risk of severe weather for our central and eastern counties. Notice our western counties, you're not going to see anything at all. It's just our central and eastern counties for today for the possibility of severe weather. And the main risk today will be up to golf ball size tail and 70 mile per hour wind gusts in our strongest cells. The time frames from at least anything initially forming would be around 3 p.m. A lot more numerous, or not numerous, I should say, but maybe widely scattered activity going into like 6, 7, 8 p.m. this evening before we start to taper things off. Notice the tornado threat is on the very low side. Looking at your Saturday, this is primarily Saturday evening, 6 to 7, going forward in time into the early AM hours on your Sunday. A slight risk for our central counties, mainly along the north of the Red River and up to Gulf Ball size hail and 70 mile per hour wind gusts once again with a very low tornado threat. Taking a look at your Sunday, though, as that secondary cold front moves through, there will be a slightly stronger front. The severe weather will be in our far southern counties and then pushing into portions of north and central Texas. So initially, our storm chances or severe weather chances will be going down as we go into your Sunday on your Mother's Day. But some isolated to widely scattered activity still cannot be ruled out. But our far southern counties will be bearing the brunt of that. So looking at future track going into our noon hours, as we go into around 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. this afternoon and evening, expect that cold front to spark up isolated, widely scattered showers and storms. It's not too numerous, about a 30 to 40% chance of that happening. And as we go into the overnight hours, becoming a little bit more widely scattered before that front fizzles out by the time we get to your Saturday morning. And we'll have mostly sunny to partly cloudy skies once again. And then this model is at least indicating that isolated activity will be popping up once again on your Saturday afternoon, becoming more numerous as we go into your Saturday evening and into your Sunday morning with that secondary cold front. And then a lot of the activity will be pushing towards the south as we get into the afternoon and evening hours, clearing out by the time we get to your Monday. So as we take a look at today, expect a high of around 87 degrees. Here along with widely scattered showers later on during the day, same winds out of the south and southwest, anywhere between 5 to 20 miles per hour with gusts as high as 25. And as we go into tonight, down to a low of around 56 degrees. Isolated activity still cannot be ruled out, but then we'll be tapering off, especially past midnight. Southwest winds initially switching to the northeast behind that cool front, anywhere between 5 to 15 miles per hour. And going into tomorrow, 89 degrees for your high, partly cloudy, and then isolated activity starts forming as we go into your Saturday evening into the overnight hours going into your Sunday morning. Afternoon highs today, expect a range of mid to upper 80s and a few lower 90s across our western counties. Going into tonight, expect a range of 50s, up mid to upper 50s, maybe a few lower 60s for your lows. And looking at tomorrow's highs, pretty much like today, upper 80s and lower 90s, 89 for Lawton, 90 in Wichita Falls, 92 in Vernon and in Childress. And as we take a look at that 7-day forecast, we'll be up to around 79 degrees to maybe low 80s on your Mother's Day. So that's pretty much seasonable. Behind that front, seasonable temperatures on your Monday with sunny skies looking pretty decent. I hope you enjoy those temperatures because they're going to be spiking into the upper 80s and lower 90s. I have 92 for Tuesday, 91 for Wednesday, and 93 on your Thursday. I will say this. The lowest number on all three of those days was outputted by the European model and one of the Canadian model, and that was 87 degrees. That was the lowest on the Tuesday. That came from the Canadian model on your Tuesday. The European model says 89 degrees. GFS says 90, and the blended model says 92. So that's the range of temperatures we're looking at. So upper 80s and lower 90s return as we go into the middle of next week. And I hope you have a wonderful Friday.